you know. See, we already had someone pull out of Sammy's bar not too long ago and wreck into like 5 cars out 141 and got caught at Sammy's bar. I call it Sammy's bar. But I heard like IPD was just going to let him walk until, the Highway State Patrol got involved. And you see what happened there? When Highway State Patrol gets involved, no one's going to get by with it. Only if they know the person, of course. If they know the person, oh, you can just go. It's all right. You wrecked 5 cars. See you later. Just don't mention it. How it is here in Ironton. I mean, it seems like the bars are becoming a problem. You gotta think there's been like the Cold Grove mayor. He left the Moose, wrecked into a truck, went home and acted like he's asleep. All right. Then you got the Ironton mayor getting all drunk in front of the Auger Inn, getting pulled over, getting caught drinking and driving. Then you got Aaron Fields. He pulled out of Sammy's bar, wrecked into 5 cars, went out 141 and got caught. Then we got me almost getting hit by Drifter's bar, the new bar that's been open. So I think the bars are becoming a problem here around Ironton, Ohio. But they want to bitch about a little weed dispensary. What would you rather have? Someone smoking or someone drinking? Both's wrong. So, like I said, you should never smoke or drive. You should never drink or drive. So it's both wrong. But at the same time, we literally got almost as much bars as rehabs here. We got like 10 bars here. This is what Sammy wanted, like that worker told me. I was talking to a city worker. I'm not going to say who. I'm mentioning no names, because I talk to people around here, and people tell me, he's like, this is what Sammy wanted. This is what he wanted. A bar, city, town, where you can stop, where you can go up the block and get beer anytime you want, or you can go on the other side of the town and get beer. You can go anywhere and get beer. There ain't nothing wrong with really drinking, but I do got problems with drunks that drive around here, that get in their car and get wasted at a bar, and gets in their car and drives and wrecks into people. Like, that is wrong. You shouldn't drink and drive at all. You shouldn't smoke and drive. You shouldn't drink and drive. You shouldn't do none of that. When you're in the driver's seat of that car, you're in control. Whatever happens is your fault. You're supposed to be aware 24/7, especially when you're in that car. You're supposed to be aware of your surroundings. I think at every bar there should be someone that watches people walk out. And if you're wasted and you walk out and you can't get in your car, they should, get a taxi cab for them. But in Ironton, that don't happen. They just let them drive off. Oh, you're wasted. Go ahead and crash into 50 cars. You're wasted. I mean, go ahead and crash into 5 cars. Let me get it right. My old saying, bars and rehabs, bars and rehabs, bars and rehabs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in Ironton, Ohio, and of course, it's been on 3rd. And we just riding around town enjoying our time. If something happens, you will see it. I will see it. The world will see it. Anyway, I'm still climbing up on top, and we're still a small channel, which don't matter because, me, I don't want no fame. I hate fame. I hate everything to do with the fame. I hate people I appreciate everyone that supports me, but I just see, some people just let the fame take over, and you can't do that. If I ever did become something doing this, guess what? I'm staying in this town. And I'm going to put something in this town. I'm going to shut up all my haters in this town. That's his dreams. Right now, we're in reality, and I'm on a bicycle riding around watching these pigs. And just watching, the world, watching what goes on. You never know what we might see in this town. But like I noticed, if you want to know where the cops are, all you gotta do is go down Long Street, and they're usually there. But I just thought I'd get on YouTube and hop on and, you know, patrol for a minute. I might patrol here for a minute and go on my Facebook for a minute. But if you ain't following my Facebook, go hit that up too, because I do drop some videos on there that I don't drop on here. Like how, you know, look what happened. Ironton got caught for recruiting. Wheelersburg moved on and went straight to the playoffs, which wasn't supposed to happen. If Ironton was in the playoffs and didn't get counted out, they would have went to playoffs. But look what happened. Walt lost. Walt DeLong lost. Wheelersburg lost. And Ironton got caught recruiting. So guess what? They all lost in the end. So that goes to show, when you do bad things, you get bad things. They all three lost in the end. Another day here in Ironton, Ohio. Put all the bullshit aside. Like, I would really love to talk to Sammy just about one thing. Like, I'll leave the other questions aside, but I would literally just want Sammy one thing to ask him. Can you please put a slow down sign by Lawn Street where all the kids are? There's apartments there, and there's a bunch of kids that live there in the plays. We need a sign put up that says slow down. We got children that play, because there's some idiots that just fly by there. Like how would that be hard for Sammy to do for me? Or for not even for me, for the kids. Like, let's put up a sign, let idiots know, like, hey, slow down. You don't have to fly on this street. The moves where the Colgrove mayor pulled out and hit a car, and, you know, acted like he was asleep inside his house. This is the moose where the Colgrove mayor pulled out of. And over there is the apartments and everything where old Blankenship's dad used to run over there, or used to have something to do with the biker gang over there and all that. And look, now they're all abandoned, because you know why? Because stuff was going on there that wasn't supposed to be going on. Blankenship can get everyone else but the people he knows. Another day here in Ironton. And then another thing, who's the K9? Like, you know, we got Matthew riding the K9, then we got Jordan as a K9. Which one's the K9? Did they switch? But I noticed when Matthew drives the K9, there ain't no dog. He don't got a dog, so I don't get that. Is Matthew just driving the K9, you know, just to drive the K9 Cruiser, just to use it? Like I said, but Jordan has a dog, but Matthew don't, so. Why is Blankenship still a cop? Why is McKnight still a cop? Why is Jordan still a cop? Man, I'd love to interview him one by one. Just interview him one by one. You know, interview McKnight. Then when I get done interviewing McKnight, interview Jordan, interview Blankenship, interview all of them and ask them all questions. But you know how that goes. You know how that goes. And believe it or not, if they want, they can ask me questions in the interview. If they want to ask me some questions in the interview, they can do it. We can both interview each other. And, you know, I want to ask them some questions, you know. But I've been having questions for years now, and you see what this stuff has got me. Nowhere, really nowhere. Yeah, we got a couple cops gone. We got a couple cops. We made a cop leave. We made a couple get fired. We made one, you know, get terminated. Yeah, and I'm happy about that. But we need more here, you know. We need more here. We got the most corrupt cop right now as a captain, and he needs to be out of here. We got the most corrupt cop right now as captain, and that's Captain Blankenship. And that dude needs to be out of here. And of course, I appreciate all the support, but people don't support you until you blow up. Just like when you die. People only care when you die, you know. They only support. Now, if I was getting millions of views and everything else, you know what they would do? They would love to support me. Just like when you die, no one gives a flying fuck. Maybe a couple does, but no one gives a flying fuck until you die. And then you see everyone come out the woodwork. Oh my God, he was my best friend. This is how this world is, though. Another day in this world. What I'm saying is, don't wait until something happens to support me. Which you don't have to support me at all. But I don't want you to not support me and then when I blow up, support me, you know? You don't do that. Yeah, and the other day I heard Marathon bought this, the old gas station. I heard Marathon bought it, but I asked the dude that was working. He said he didn't know. He was just taking the gas pumps out, so he don't know what's going to be here. But I heard that Marathon bought it. But you know, I was wondering why they took the gas pumps out. Maybe they're putting new ones in. But like I said, I did ask, and they said that they don't really know. They're just there to you know, they was just there to take out the stuff. But like I said, I heard Marathon bought this out there, but I'm not for sure. Hope everyone's having a great night on this Sunday night in Ironton, Ohio, or wherever you all in the neck of the woods, or if you're in the city or the neck of the woods. I really do. I appreciate everyone that tunes in, and everyone that tunes in later on, that support the live later when I'm not even live, and continue to support and continue to watch, even though, you know, like I said, the very few I do got, I appreciate. I wasn't gonna cross, but can't now. We got people here. Well, every time I see you, I want you to get off your bike and walk across the crosswalk. That's what blanket shit said. Every time I see you, I want you to get up and I want you to walk across the crosswalk. If you don't, I will get you every time. Blanket shit, I'm off. I'm off the bike, blanket shit. I'm off the bike. Alright, blanket ship, is it good to walk? I think it's good to walk, blanket shit. Now, blanket shit, I'm getting back on my bike. This is where supposedly the dispensary is supposed to be, but you know, with the people talking and all that, there's probably some holdbacks. You know how people are when they hate and talk about everything, but you know, and plus there's a dog park right over there, right beside it. They put a dog park right over there, ladies and gentlemen, which people probably already know, but yeah, one time blanket shit, literally, I got the video, literally the video's on there, literally was sitting right on the train tracks. It's sitting right on the train tracks trying to get people. Like, get off the train tracks. Like, if a train comes, you're going to get hit, dude. Like, where's the officer safety? Like, right there. Just like when they sit on the side of the highway. Where's the officer safety right there when they sit on the side of the highway, huh? There ain't no officer safety when they do that shit. When they sit on the side of the highway, or when they sit, you know, right in the middle of the highway and shit. What if a car crashes right into them, you know? And I'm not just talking about sitting in a spot where you turn in. I'm talking about a spot where they just sit on the side of the highway. Like, see, I don't know. This is where the old KFC used to be. And look, it's been... This lot's been here for about decades now. The old KFC, because I seen someone comment and said, why are we getting a Dairy Queen? We need to get a KFC. Well, we used to have a KFC right here, but guess what? It's not here no more. It's not been here over like about 20 years now. They took it out and nothing's been done in this parking lot ever since. November 28th, Aaron Fields pulled out of here. Aaron Fields pulled out of here, was drunker than a skunk, was driving drunk, went and hit 5 parked cars, totaled him, and he went to and the cops was gonna let him go, but the state boys got in it, and then he went to jail, got bailed out. Now his now he has a drug-headed attorney backing him. But yep, that's what happened here. Oh, Sammy's Bar, I call it. Like, they should put the sign as Sammy's Bar is what they should call it, you know. Sammy's Bar. Like DJ Khaled, he could be like, Sammy can be like, another one. Like, you know, for a beer, another one. How come we don't see that blasted everywhere, like on the news and everywhere? We should see that everywhere. Dude crashing into 5 cars after he left a bar being drunker than a skunk. That should be blasted everywhere, but it ain't. But I guarantee if he was high on marijuana, dude, they would have blasted it everywhere. If he was so wasted on marijuana, dude, high on marijuana, they would have put it everywhere. Oh my God, look what marijuana made this dude do. He smoked marijuana and left and wrecked into some cars. Like, I don't know how Sammy got voted. I don't know how that fool got voted in as a mayor. I really don't. Like, he is really a joke. That dude as a mayor is sad. It really is fucking sad how that dude runs this city. If he knows you, you're good. If he don't, see, the only one that backs this dude, I noticed, because, you know, I go look at the comments when people comment on my shit or back say me and shit. I go look at the page. The only people that back him are people that well known, that has businesses here, and people who are his friend. That's the only people who back him around here. You know, because that's the people he lets do shit around here. You know, that's the only people he got backing him here. Sometimes I think the vote is fake itself. I mean, for real though. But another day here in Ironton, Ohio. Hey, look, the body shop got a cop car to fix. Catlinsburg cop car. Look at it. They got that cop car they're gonna fix. But anyways, hold on. I got a stepper phone in here. I got some questions to ask you guys here in this small town with 10,000. Probably not even 10,000 now, because we got people moving, you know, because they're not satisfied with what this city is coming to. Bar, party, drugs. That's all this city is coming to. Now, you know, it's okay to drink, but you should, when you drink, you know what you should do when you drink? Make a plan before you go to a bar and get drunk. Hey, I'm gonna have a taxi cab, you know, so when I get drunk, the taxi cab can come and pick me up. Simple. It's simple. It stops you from wrecking into people. It stops you from hurting people. It stops you from hurting people's cars. It stops you from everything, you know, because one of these days it's going to end up hurting someone having all these bars around here. But that's just like every other little city. They love having bars because that's what the revenue is. Another day here in Ironton, Ohio. And another thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I've been asking for about 2 to 3 years now. Why is Blankenship still a cop? Why is McKnight still a cop? Why is Jordan still a cop? I just don't understand. Them 3 clowns should have been out for a long time ago. You know, when they come to work every day, they should have that clown the nose thing. Oh, my name's McKnight. I'm a fucking clown. My name's Blankenship. I've been a clown. My name's Jordan. Yeah, I love to get drugs, but I like to put them back on the streets too. Thank you, Beenon3rd, for reporting here in Ironton. It's a semi-Christmas. Grab you a beer and grab you some money. 'Cause it's a semi-Christmas. It's a semi-Christmas. I don't know, Santa might say Sammy's been too bad to get anything. I don't think Sammy's receiving anything. I don't know. He might receive a beer. We're getting him a beer, all right? That's what we'll do. I got these headphones on, so if you guys hear like a ding ding or something, if it cuts off and you guys can hear me, just wait, because I got to turn it back on to where I'm using the regular headphones. Alright, let's get serious, guys. Let's go down and try to find some action, or go to the police department and see what's going down in the pig pen, as IA used to say. Let's go to the pig pen. That truck was gonna let me go, but I'm walking again, Blankenship. I'm off my bike, Blankenship. Not because of you, because I gotta watch out myself. These people around here don't know how to drive. Some lights, bro. Trip is where I almost got hit right here. Right here at this alley, I almost got hit. And just think I stopped and everything. And the person walked out in drifters too, because I seen it. Even though I'm not knocking them or anything, I'm just saying, when you drink, don't drive. Like, it's ridiculous. Go and have fun, drink, go in. Oh, look, guys. Look, Sammy found another way with the money. Look, guys. Free for rent, weddings, meetings, parties. Sammy found another way to make money. That's why he fixed this place up. And it wasn't because he didn't want to have concerts and shit for the community. He just wanted to rent it out to people. Oh, let's rent out for weddings. Let's rent out for meetings. All right, Sammy, I'll rent this out. Sammy, I'll rent this place out for me and you to have a meeting. Let's do it. Me and you to have a meeting. I'll rent this place out, Sammy. Me and you. Me and you, Sammy. I'll email you or I'll call your dad. I'll call the city and see if we can have the meeting. See if we can set this up. It does say for rent, so you know, we might get a chance, guys. Oh, the parking lot is empty, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, let me go drive over there. They got the police light on, ladies and gentlemen. It's empty, but they've been parking on the other side. That's what's been happening. Let's cross the street here. See, it's empty right here, but let's go. You already see one white cruiser, so. The city of Warrington. Man, they've been cleaning this place up. I noticed, like, they got all the cars. Hold on, I'll give you guys a side review, but they got all the cars. They got, like, whoo, man, this stuff's really starting to get cleaned up here at the police department. See, look, they used to have police cruisers all over here. Now it's all clear. Look, now they got police cruisers over there. Look. But look, guys, I see that the white one has a tag. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, the white one has a tag, but the other one don't got a tag. You see it? Like you see, the white one has a tag. This one has a tag, but the other one don't got a tag. I swear to God, if I'm ever in the car and someone gets pulled over and that police car don't have a tag, I'm not going to take you guys serious. I'm not going to take you guys serious. And then it states, like, if you don't got a tag, you're supposed to have some kind of marking. Yeah, they got marked down, like, their number, their cruiser, I mean, their badge number, but they don't got marked down the car number. Another day here in Ironton, but, of course, I think that's the, I don't know who cop that was. I thought that was the K9, but no, that's not the K9. But you see it, guys. No tags on that one and one tags on the other one. But let's go. They're out as we speak right now. Well, if there's two cops on duty, I don't know. I know there's probably more than two cops. I know better than that. But we got to go find them. That's the bad thing, guys. And you know that scanner app that you can download it for free. Like, you know, it works. Like, you hear it, like they use, like, you can hear them on that scanner all the time. Believe it or not, sometimes that's how I figure out where they're at, and that's how I figure out information, because I download that scanner app. So don't even go out and buy a $200-300 scanner when you can download that scanner app and you can hear what goes on everywhere around here. All you gotta do is type in Ironton Police Department, Lawrence County, Lawrence County, type in, like, you know, whatever police department, and it'll pop up, and there you go. You can listen to the scanner. Now, sometimes it don't. Of course, sometimes it don't always work, but most of the time you hear what goes on and you hear the addresses. You just got to listen, because, you know, they always be in code. They're police officers. They always be saying numbers and 10-4 this, and you know how it is when police officers, you know. Hey, what's up, buddy? I love getting the respect around here, you know, like. When people, like, you know, give me a thumbs up and waves at me, see, that means, you know, that feels like, you know, that's good, you know. I'm not even a passive supporter. Sometimes you can just wave at someone and you can make their day, or tell them to have a good day, or whatever, you know, to make someone's day. Tell them to have a good day, you know. That's why I'm trying to teach these police officers in Ironton to be nice to people. Like, not always be bullies. Just because you get behind someone and you run their name, they've been caught with this before, don't always mean that they're always going to have that, you know. Some people do change. But that's what these police officers do. That's what I mean by profiling. They get behind someone if they know them and they're seeing them through the car, and they'll get behind them and they'll straight pull them over just because they know them. Oh, we know who this jackass is. I'm gonna pull him over. And they sit there and they laugh. Like after they stop, they sit there and make fun of people. Make fun of the people they just stopped. They all laugh about it. And then they got serve and protect on the side of the cruisers. Like, no, that's not serve and protect. But I've been preaching this for years. Like, I'm sorry if you all think I just get on here and preach about the same shit, which I do. I try to like change. I try to like talk about new things that go on and stuff. But you know, it's hard when you got to find out what goes on. It's not like they tell you. You got to find out. You know, you got to dig in. You got to do the investigations yourself usually. Oh, look, they got it. They got the jail decorated. Like I watched that news article where they talked about what a jail, what that new jail was going to affect. Well, look what this jail is. We got this jail. All right, let's talk about it. Over here is a church. Then you got right over there. Hold on, not even a block away. I'll show you. Right here is a church, right? All right, right. That house right over there is a house that has all kinds of old people in it. They take care of old people. Then there's businesses over there. There's all kinds of stuff here. So that new location, it would have been the same thing. It's just people like no one's happy. They gotta think if we would have got a new jail, like we don't need a new jail at all, but this jail right here is gotta go. But it probably will never. They're just gonna keep making money and keep making money. Oh yeah, and it was inside a school board right here, where the school board education thing is right here. Oh yeah, by St. Joe School, this jail is right here, right down the street is a St. Joe School. So this jail's around a lot of people, like, cause they was talking, what if you put the jail in a new location and they break out and you know they hurt people? Well, it's the same thing here. Like this place don't got a fence around it. This place don't got a fence around it or nothing. If someone breaks out here, right here is a church. Right down the street is that house that holds old people. Like I don't have to keep explaining. It's dangerous right here too. It's really dangerous anywhere in town. But like Bob said, we got to keep the jail in town. Like Bob said, we got to keep the jail in the city. And we got to keep the jail in the city to keep the revenue. Ew, someone threw up. That's nasty, right on the sidewalk. Good thing I didn't drive through it. But yeah, we got to keep the jail in the city. We got to keep it with the revenue. All right, we got to find out what these suckers are. Let's go by Lawrence Street. If you don't care if you're watching this later, even if you hate me or not, give me a like. Hey, if you hate me, give me a like. See, that's what I mean about there's that bus that brings them in by the bus load. We got a lot of buses around here that brings people in by the bus load. I swear to God, they bring people in by the bus loads around here in Arlington. They found their way of making money around here. They got a bunch of adult houses, people that got like problems, and they move them in and they make money off of them. You know, they get their checks, they get their everything, and they make money off of them. And look, they're balling, you know. But they found their way with that too. I noticed there's a lot of homes around here that house a lot of adult people that got problems or adults that's on, you know, drugs. There's a lot of houses like that now around here. The landlords would like rent the houses out to the organization, and they get it for cheaper or something. And they're all working together, guys. It's saying all these organizations are working together. That's why they hate when you leave rehab and they want it to be a recycling thing. They're like, oh, Dan, you're leaving rehab. Damn it, we want you to come back. Like, all right, let's see. I gotta get back on the sidewalk. Hold on, guys. They're trying to keep the homeless away now. Like, I think it's funny when some people like say, "Good job, IPD. Good job doing what you're doing." Say, "Good job that they write false reports on people. Good job they've been doing corrupt things for years now and getting by with it. Good job." Like, that's people that gets it to me. But like I said, it's usually people that know them, or it's usually people that they know. Like I said, we're friends with them, or family, but. The thing about me, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to talk about when I'm going to talk about it and when, you know. I move on. Some subjects I talk about, and then I move on to the next. Me, I skipped everything, you know. I'll be talking about something, and something else could be popping up, and I could talk about something else. Three things at once. And then the fruit pharmacy that's closing down, I heard Walgreens bought it. And then I don't know what's going to go in this building yet. Still trying to figure out what's going to go in that building yet. No, I didn't drop them. I thought I dropped them. He was talking to someone, and he was talking to these people right here, not me. He was talking to them, not me. I don't know what was going on. Huh? What? What's going on? I was like, what the hell's going on? You don't want to come with me, I'm telling you. Exactly. I don't know, I guess the dude was coming at me, but he was talking about the other dude in the truck, you know. They was talking about the other dude in the truck. I don't know what really going on. That's crazy though. People just coming at, you know, someone driving by here and dude yelled at the truck and dude got mad. And dude was coming at me and this dude stopped him, you know. I had my, you know, but it was just funny because the dude was coming at me. I didn't do shit. But, you know. That's why I was like, I don't, what the hell? And he just keeps running his mouth. Like, dude, just go on. Award idiot of the day goes to this dude. I hate to put that on people, but alright, let's drive on. Since that's over with. Someone yelling at the truck. This is someone who almost caused me to get into it. Like, come on now, y'all. See? Another day here in Ironton where Beenon3rd almost got beat up for no reason. For some dude yelling at the truck. I almost got beat up for no reason, you all. Oh, God, I'm so intimidated. But I know I can't fight, y'all. I can't fight at all. You know, I'm not a fighter. I try to be a lover. You know, I'm not no fighter. Now, it's like once I get on you and, you know, I expose you and you do something to me, I expose you for life. You know, I'm on you for life. Just trust me. Ask the people that's like that's already done me wrong. And especially the cops. Ask them what happened. Blankenship done with chill coffee. I don't have to keep explaining it. We put K9 Acres on blast for Richmond people. He got fired. He got, you know, he's not there. Jeremy Henshaw, I kept calling everywhere, you know. The prosecutor's office, this and that, and look, a week later he was fired, terminated. Or I'm gonna do like what McKnight got pissed off about me for, making fun of me. Terminator, because I said it wrong. Terminator, whatever. And McKnight, you know, thinks that's funny, so I do too. It's real funny. But the only funny thing is that he got fired. Ha ha. That is funny, you know. Where are they all at tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Where are they all at tonight? crazy. I ain't seen one pig yet. Pigs at? Where the hell's the pigs at? Where are the pigs at? Where are the pigs at? Let's see, not in the thing. So let's drive downtown. Let's drive down there and see if we can. Here, and here's my highway on 3rd Street. Not much really going on right now, you know? Like, not really seeing much pigs. I mean, we've seen two of them parked back there, but at the station, that's the only thing that I've seen so far. Ain't really seen much. It is a Sunday, y'all. Sunday here in Ironton, Ohio. That feels alright, you know? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it up. Yeah, we are in Ironton, Ohio. I got my headphones on.
I got the one.
So if you don't hear no sound, that's what it is. The headphones get dead. That's why I was just checking to see. It's crazy. There's two of them I seen parked back there. But I know there has to be more than two on scene. I mean on duty. Then I didn't see no deputies parked at the sheriff's office, so I feel like if I drive down that way, I'm just driving away from them, but I ain't seen them. I guess I'll just drive back this way. Sammy's Bar. I guess that's the only thing they want to do to this building is put decorations in it and nothing else. Oh, we're going to put decorations in it every year. On this side anyways. Holy crap, guys. Holy crap, they're back, y'all. And they both got license plates. Look at this one. I think this one's McKnight. Look how he's parked. He's something, and he gets to park sideways like that. Crap. They was out somewhere, y'all. And look, old McKnight, he don't have like you know, he could do what he wants. He could park where he wants. He could. Hey, at least I got the tags now. At least this one has the tags and this one has the tags. But the other one don't got the tag. But Blankenship been had the tags. I mean, McKnight's been had the tags. You know, that blue line flag. If that's not McKnight, that's the other one that has the blue line flag. But I think this is McKnight. I'm not for sure though. It might be the other one. Because there's two cruisers that have the blue line flag on it. And of course, they're turned on. The cars are turned on. I guarantee they'll just be there for like hours turned on. Which I already explained that they say they keep the cars turned on so they can get to the scene faster. Where if you know Ironton, they're not known to get to the scene fast. Like there's been a couple times these motherfuckers took 20 minutes, and the house was like 2 blocks away from here, and they took 20 minutes to get to a scene.
Oh God, what happened? Oh my God, I don't know what I did. I'm sorry, y'all. This is all messed up. Oh man. Hold on, I gotta get this off. Alright, there it is. Sorry about that, y'all.
Trying to turn the light on. Now I got the light on. Alright, now I got both of the cruisers back here. And then there's two cruisers on the other side, but them two are actually turned on. They'll probably just be sitting there the rest of the night. The rest of the time, you know how they are. They see me out there, they're like, yeah, we're just gonna let him drive around. We're not gonna do nothing. See, and it's so funny when people tell me a story. Like one person was like, well, they treated me good, and like you know, they let me go, and they did this for no wonder because they know, like I said, they know people are watching them. So now they're not going to just pull people over and treat them like shit. I mean, now they know people are watching them. Of course, like, of course they're going to treat you nice and respectful. Of course. The cameras are watching them. They got millions of views on social media from being corrupt cops. Of course. Everything they do, they're going to be try to be nice. Especially when there's a camera involved. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Let me put this in my pocket. And let's run up to the police department. You know what I mean? Yeah, the jail. I mean, the deputy, where the deputies are. Lawrence County Sheriff's Department. Lawrence County Jail. Oh, look, they got a little tree. Man, they really got the Christmas spirit around here in Ironton. They really got the Christmas spirit around here, ladies and gentlemen. I just wish they would just get the corrupt ones out of here, and then, you know, they could start new. Get the corrupt ones out of here and start new, but it's the whole thing, and I'm starting to feel like they're all in it. Well, I don't know they're all in it, like. Alright, we see that they're there, they're just doing nothing, sitting there laying down in bed or something, you know how it is, but they're probably on the 4th floor doing jack shit. Which they do got a monitor room. That's some people know they got a monitor room where they got all the traffic cameras at and all the screens there, and they can look and see everything that goes on. Especially on 3rd Street, they can monitor that, and then they can leave 3rd. Like they can see a car do something from the police department and run to the car and get someone for it. I guarantee they've done that before. Like they seen someone do something on camera, and then they run and then they get in the cruiser and get them because they have a control room in there where they have all kinds of cameras, kind of like a newsroom or kind of like a TV room with all kinds of screens, like 50 screens just sitting there, and they can look and see all the traffic cameras and all that, which I know they still got that, and I guarantee I've seen it when it was back in the day, so I guarantee they upgraded that, and I guarantee that's much better. Now I guarantee they can see everything now. But I remember going in that room and I was like, wow, like this is how they watch people. They sit in this room and just watch people and monitor people on 3rd Street. That's why I was like, there's so many cameras in Ironton, like something had to happen. Like there's like that dude that got hit in the middle of the street. What was it someone that came from the bar that hit and ran him? That hit him in the middle of the street? Was it someone that was drunk and hit him? And they know, and that's why they're not investigating it that much, huh? Is that the reason? Because there's all kinds of cameras and all kinds of they should be somewhere on that. But you see, they're slow right now. I don't know. I don't know what's stalling them. you, but usually when they know someone, like if they know someone well, they're solved the crime. But usually when they don't know someone and it's just another somebody, the case just goes cold. I mean, you see it. He was the Brian Pauly, the top detective, is too busy running for school board than solving crimes. Like, come on now, another day in Ironton. Instead of going out solving crimes, you guys, you're running for school board. Shake my head. Like, you got on WSAZ and ask people for answers. Like, this dude got hit in the road. Like, we need answers. Why don't you get on WSAZ again? Why don't you use the Facebook page that you guys got with like 10K followers? Why don't you guys use that as an advantage and start posting stuff online? Like, hey, we need help with this, But no, nothing ever happens. You guys want to use it to promote your little car auction that you got, or your little big car auction you guys got, because that's the money maker right there. That car auction, you guys get about 10 cars, and even though the cars don't sell that much, you guys still make money from that. It's still like a business, But shouldn't the cases be first? Like, if I was a detective, I would make sure that would be my number one case I would work on right there. Right there. That and that woman that was found in Lawrence Street face down. Like, we have murderers walking around here in Ironton, and no one gives a fuck. And of course the mayor, the cops, and no one around here won't talk about it because no one don't give a shit. Like, they should at least talk about it and use the news as an advantage, but of course they don't. They just want to post about the little car auction and post about and Brian Pauly making a page running for school board that he failed miserably. I don't know if he passed or not, but I think he failed it. But like I said, another day here in Ironton. Instead of worrying about the investigation, he runs for school board. And then another thing that happened. Happened. Instead of Sammy firing the bad boys, he hires another cop. We got all these bad boys on here, but we're gonna hire you. Come on. It's like you got a bunch of bad apples, and then you got him just standing there, Another day here in Ironton. But as I said, yeah, like instead of Sammy firing, they hire new cops. He's getting his mail. See, people get their drop off and get their mail right here too. It's a drop off water bill box right here. You can drop off the bills and stuff. But anyways, yeah. I'm trying to think what I want to do next. I want to probably just go by the jail again, right around there, Yeah, that's crazy though. Sammy's like, go right ahead, ladies and gentlemen, go right ahead. We got bad. This is how he puts out an ad to hire cops. We got bad cops, but we're still hiring. That parking garage never got. I guess they done forgot about the parking garage, y'all. I guess we're not gonna have a parking garage now. I mean, we see it over there. They literally, like right there is where the parking garage was supposed to be. And like I said, they put a no park. They put private parking, and you see, it's been years and still no improvement in that. Probably never will be no improvement in that. But watch out when you're in these areas right around here. You gotta watch out because people be drunk driving in this area, bad, and they will hit you. You gotta watch. You know, you got people pouring out of drifters. You got people, you know, that's pouring out of the gambling place that don't give a shit. I mean, if you don't care, if you're watching this in the future, give me a like as I speak. Give me a like. Excuse me. Like. The two pigs are still sitting over there with the cars turned on, waiting on a car, waiting to, probably in there talking about how they're going to profile people and get people next. Oh man, getting up this hill gets tiring. It's not a hill, but it's you hear the train a coming. You hear the train a coming. I mean, it's not hot, it's cold. I mean, my hands. Well, we got one sheriff here, ladies and gentlemen, one deputy. going around singing. That's what they're doing. I think as a group, you know, they're going around singing, you know. I appreciate y'all. If y'all watch this later, give me a like. Give me a share if you want. It's okay if you don't. I'm just doing this trying to make a little change. I'm just doing this not really for some fame or anything, but you know, it gets it more out when we get more views. It gets more in the algorithm. What algorithm? Yeah, that's what you call it. You know, more comments, more likes, and all of that. You know, it don't mean nothing, but it means something to YouTube. It means something to Facebook. You know, you don't mean shit to me though. I'm be the same person regardless. I'm gonna be here regardless of what happens. Even if there's one person watching, even if there's 10 person, even if there's 10 people, 11 people, 50 people, I'm gonna still be here watching with zero. Because this is what I love to do, and I'm gonna be doing this for decades. And if people don't believe me, just watch. You don't gotta say nothing. You don't gotta hate on me. You don't gotta say nothing. Just sit back. If you don't believe me, just sit back and watch. Just watch the ride. We've already made progress, not just me, everyone. Even though I don't got a team, it's just me. But you know, there's other people that do this other than me. They don't really go riding around like this, but you know, that talks about the police, you know. No, I don't want the green screen on. None. See, that I don't listen to new cops because that one cop, old Will, he said, "Oh, I'm a good cop." When we first started, I remember he was like, "I'm a good cop. I'm not like the rest." Like a month later, 2 months later, I seen him putting a kid in the chokehold and making him get in the back of the cruiser. Yeah, making him get back in the cruiser. Well, if you're a good cop, buddy, you wouldn't do that. I tell you that. So you can never trust a cop when they say, "Oh, I'm the good one out of the bunch." Oh, I'm the good one out of the bunch. You don't have to worry about me. Now look, you're done with your trash. Look what you guys do. Easy. Throw it away. Not in the street. Hell, we even got a code of cleanup enforcement now. Like, I seen that, like a dude driving around his car, his truck or whatever, on the side of it, it said code enforcement cleanup or whatever. I guess they'd go around cleaning up stuff. Like that one time, and this is no lie. You know that, I don't know if you guys know, but there's this dude that goes around cleaning. And I seen him, I was riding my bike and I seen him. I was the first one to ever post him on social media. I really was. I was the first one to ever post him on social media. And you know, it got all kinds of shares, and then the news seen it, they posted him, then Ironton seen it, they like seen it and did something. But it goes to show, see what people do, they'll take your shit and run with it and act like they're the ones who you know, gave that dude appreciation first. No, I put a video of him or a picture of him back in the day saying, this dude goes around Ironton cleaning up, he should get some appreciation. Like, you know, they should appreciate him, and tag Ironton, tag the news, and tagged all of them. 2 weeks later, he was getting what is that? Hold on. What is that reward called? Hometown Hero. He was getting this award right here, Hometown Hero Award. If it's still in the window, I'll show you a reward he got. But this one ain't his. This is what they got. Well, it ain't in the window no more. But anyways, it was from WSAZ, a Hometown Hero Award. And you know, and they give people stuff when, you know, you do stuff good for you know, your hometown. They give you that as a reward. But anyways, that's what happened. You know, I posted about him, and look what happened. 2 weeks later, WSAC gave him that, and they appreciate him. Yeah, I appreciate them doing that, but you know, they give no credit when shit like that happens. It's like they take full credit, like, oh, we done this. When in reality, I was the first one to ever post that dude. And I really was. I remember his daughter even said thank you to me. See, like, I started a lot of shit in this town, but people don't give me props for it, which you don't have to give me props. Some people just think I'm a stupid dumbass that just rides around my bike, that just rides around on my bicycle. I choose this. Like, if I wanted to, I could go get my license. I can go get a car. I already had a couple cars, but you know, I never drove them. It was when I was with my, you know, when I was with my baby mama. I had cars and everything, you know. But anyways, I choose to live like this. You know, I want to ride on a bike, even if I had my license. Even when I go get my, I'm still gonna ride on a bike. This is the way I like it. And then they see that, oh, he rides on a pink bike. He's not. He like, well, guess what? I got this bike for free, so of course I'm gonna ride on it. I just don't get some people. They think just because you ride on a bike that you're nobody. That you ride on a bike. Like, dude, everyone rides on a bike. But that's just another day here in Ironton. Like, I put a lot of people on. I did a lot of stuff here, but I don't want no props or nothing. I just explaining what I've done in this town. Some people might think I've never done anything here, and some people like think, oh, he's just wasting his time doing it. And then I explain what I do. What I've already done and took credit for, because they're not going to give me credit for it. They're like, oh, he's really doing something here. But of course, no one else can give you credit. You got to give yourself credit when your credit is due. You really got to give yourself credit and never give up and fuck what anyone has to say. Like, people like say shit to me all the time. You know what I do? I don't give one crap. You got to have it. You know, you got to not care what the comments say. Never care what the comments say, because guess what? They comment and they're still watching you. So at the end of the day, you're the one winning. I mean, they're on your shit commenting. Just think that. But I like getting hate comments. Like, people don't understand that I like the hate and the love comments. I want all of them, because that gets me an algorithm, like I said, and it gets this stuff out. Some videos get an algorithm, gets out, and some videos don't, and I'm fine with that, you know. And I'm gonna keep doing this. I'll always do this, like I said. But sometimes you just gotta give yourself credit when no one else gives you credit. But again, guys, don't forget, Sammy is renting for rent weddings, meetings, and parties. Don't forget. He was using his turn signal, y'all. The pig was using his turn signal. Trying to keep my eyes on where that cop's going, so I know where it turns. I think you turned in that tow truck turn. So cold out here. Feels like hot, dude. I remember when this place, when Rich first got closed, they was using it to park, and then look, now it's fenced in, but the pigs was using this to park in, you know, for a couple days, and now they got it fenced in where they can't. I think every property that's like shut down should be fenced in so the pigs don't try to use it to get people. Or if someone owns that property, they shouldn't be able to get on that property at all. They shouldn't be able to do that. And what they do. Hope everyone having a great Sunday. I'm gonna say Saturday. I get my shit mixed up. Hope you all enjoy this live and many more that I'm gonna put out in the future. But right now, I'm just gonna say bye to y'all. If you want, you can hit the like. If you enjoy what I do, hit the like, hit the share. If you don't, it's alright. You can still hit the like. You can still follow me. But ladies and gentlemen, another day here in Ironton, Ohio. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all the love. And remember, we got one life. Live it. Ironton, Ohio. Thank you guys so much. We out.